You know what time it is. Grab your guards, grab your woodies, grab your glasses. Do what you need to do. Kick back how you kick back. I'm going to kick back how I kick back. And let's get into some of these birth charts. Come on with it. So today we're going to do Miss Janet Jackson's birth chart. Nasty. A nasty boys. Miss Janet Jackson's birth chart. Sorry. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, you know what time it is. For men, we do the sun, moon, and Mars. And for women, we're going to do the sun, moon, and Venus. Miss Janet Jackson was born on May 16th, 1966 in Gary, Indiana. Her sun is in Taurus. Her moon is in Aries. And her Venus is in Aries. So, let's get into it. So Janet's sun is in Taurus, and with her sun being in Taurus, we know what Taurus is ruled by Venus, correct? And Venus, what is Venus all about? Venus is all about pleasures. Venus is all about living the good life, like Kanye said. That's Venus. Venus is all about the things that you love, the things that you like to do. Venus is all about things that bring you pleasure, harmony, compromise. That's all Venus. So with Venus being the ruler of Taurus, we know that they're going to like nice things. They're going to want nice things around them. They're going to want nice people around them. All of that. They're going to want harmony. They're going to want the best of foods. They're going to want the best, they want to want nice clothes. They want nice food. They want a nice partner. They just want nice things around them, period. And now Taurus is also a fixed sign. And with Taurus being a fixed sign, fixed stands for the modality. Just for those who don't know, the modality of signs, you can either be fixed, mutable, or cardinal. And Taurus is a fixed sign. So what we know about a Taurus is going to stand their ground. Taurus don't have no time to stand down, man. It's time to stand up, stand your ground. So whenever she has to deal with anything, or whenever something goes on in her life, or when she chooses to do something, or if she decides that she wants something, that's just what it is. Period. With that being her son, this is who she is. This is her soul. That's just who she is. So who she is at her core, she's going to stand her ground. She's going to build that foundation around it. She's going to love nice things. She's going to build a nice solid foundation around her and be able to provide for herself. But also with Taurus being a fixed sign, this makes her very stubborn. And this is her sun sign, so this is who she is. She's a very stubborn person. She's very stuck in her ways. And with her being older, this is even more so. So you can see that in Janet. You see Janet's still what Janet's still doing? Like, how many 50-year-olds do you know who's still on tour other than her and Jay-Z? Like, I mean, you have the legacy acts who go out every now and then, but they're not dancing. She's still doing the same steps. Like, that's Taurus. That's fixed energy. It's going to keep being like that until she stops. Probably when she's not able to do it how she wants to do it, and she probably won't even do it anymore because she can't get to that level. She's fixed. She doesn't want things to change. She doesn't want to just go and sit down. She's going to show you that I can still do it how I used to do it. You see what I'm saying? It's a fixed energy. And then with that Venus aspect, is going to bring that creativity to her. It's going to bring that pleasantness to her, all of that. Like, but once you get close to her, you'll notice, like, oh yeah, she's nice, she's sweet, and all of that. But ain't no changing her mind. Like, she's nobody's pushover, like, for sure. So regardless of how she comes out, Janet is nobody's pushover. Trust me. We also know that Taurus is an earth sign. So with Taurus being an earth sign, it deals with the physical form, your physical touch, what is mine. So if you can't touch it, if you can't physically see it, if I can't see anything coming from it, actual results, then what am I doing it for? That's earth sign stuff. Like, no, I don't care about your idea. No, I don't care about your intentions. Like, no. A plus B equals C. If C ain't coming, then why are we even dealing with A and B? Like, that's how earth sign feels about it. So if they can't see the physical representation of it, or they can't see some physical form or some kind of result from what they're doing, they're not going to want to do it. So that's why you see a lot of earth signs are really like, they can be greedy, or they could be like money hungry, because they need that physical form, they need that physical reinforcement to really feel like they're progressing or making any making any progress at all. So it doesn't matter if they just feel better, or it doesn't matter if they just came up with a great idea. If they can't put that into action and actually see that in physical form in front of them, then it doesn't matter. It doesn't exist. It's not a thing. Like, it's not a thing. Like, no, I don't care about any of that. Like, what did that decision get me? Period. So this is why you can see like a lot of Tauruses, like, and this is no knock on them, but you can see a lot of Tauruses like turning like their religious beliefs and things like that into like a a situation where it can provide for them financially, and it can keep them stable because they have to be able to see some kind of physical form, some kind of result to it, or they don't, it's not a thing. So if it's not bringing anything to me, and it's not doing anything for me in this real world within these actual four walls, then what is the point? So they're going to make sure that whatever their interest is, whatever they can bring to the world, it's going to provide something for them. So that's why you'll see a lot of Tauruses take their natural born talents, like singing or dancing or what have you, or being able to speak well and, preach the gospel or whatever, and they'll turn that into a career that can financially provide for them. So you'll see that they'll be look at Chris Brown, James Brown. like like they'll take their talent, whatever they do, it's going to be surrounded around them and what they actually believe in their beliefs. But they have to be able to take that and apply it to the real world and be able to get actual physical solid results from whatever they're doing. So it's not good enough to just be singing at the house. It's not good enough to just be dancing at the house, just have it be a hobby. No. Okay, how am I going to take what I have and make something for myself? How am I going to take this idea and make a solid foundation, make an empire out of it? How am I going to take, you see what I'm saying? How am I going to take this inspiration and make something of it in the real actual world? Like, that's where an earth sign is coming from. So it's not that a Taurus doesn't care, because some people can think like a Taurus doesn't care, because a Taurus can come off like that because they're so focused on what they're doing. But it's not necessarily that they don't care. It's not necessarily that they don't believe, or they don't have these ideas, or they don't question anything. No, it just doesn't matter at the end of the day. And like that's what you have to understand when you're speaking to a Taurus. If it's not boiling down to anything, or it's not coming down to any true results in the real world, it's not any kind, it doesn't matter then. So why are we sitting here talking about it? That's why you won't, like, when you're trying to have like those conversations with a Taurus sometimes, and they'll just be looking at you like, okay, and because it's not, so what what if the world is this way, and like I still have to eat tomorrow. So you have to understand that about a Taurus at the end of the day. Like, if it's not making dollars, it don't make sense. It sounds messed up, but it is what it is. So it's not that a Taurus doesn't love. Like, a Taurus can be like all of the way in love with you. Like, a Taurus can be all of those things. But like I said, at the end of the day, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So that's why you can see a Taurus making moves like Black China. You saw that move Janet made with old billionaire over there. Like, it is what it is. They still need these nice things. So whether they're with you or whether they're not, they still need this nice car. They still need the nice food. This nice food. You feel me? They still need this beautiful house. Like, whether you're here or not. So they have to secure that bag. Do you feel me? It's a fixed sign. They need to secure the bag. Make sure the bag keeps coming. You understand? It has that Venus aspect. So it's not just any bag. It needs to be a nice bag. You know what I'm saying? I need to be able to get a few bags with that bag. I need to be able to get the house, the flashy car. That's where the Taurus is coming from, whether you're here or not. So I'm going to make sure I secure that bag. That's why you can get, they can get that gold digger stigma to them. But I ain't a gold. You call it gold digging, I call it living. That's how Taurus looks at it. Like, forget what you talking about. Hey, I call it what you want to call it. I'm still eating. I'm good. Taurus don't care nothing about you calling him a go. Oh, okay. But I ain't broke. That's what a Taurus gonna tell you. I bet you I ain't broke. I bet you I ain't asking you for nothing. That's what a Taurus gonna tell you. But this can also lead them to being a great business person because, like I said, at the end of the day, their mind is always on the money. Their mind is always on, this what is going to provide them with the stability. Their mind is always on this. So this makes them great business people. They're able to stick with the plan. They're able to stick with the business once they've started. They're able to speak correctly to the right people. A Taurus isn't going to necessarily be like Libra with their Venusian energy and try to, it's air. Libra is air, so Libra is going to maybe speak to a lot of different people, have a lot of different one-on-one conversations with people and be, sweet talking everybody. But a Taurus knows how to do that with the right people because a Taurus is an earth sign, so they're going to do that with the people that are going to get them things. You see what I'm saying? So this is how that gold digger aspect can come in because they're only doing this with people who can get them things or people who can provide them with something. So that's why people from the outside will start looking at them sideways like, oh, you just trying, you see what I'm saying? They'll start looking at them and questioning their intentions because it seems like you're only sweet, you're only nice to somebody who can do something for you. But in a Taurus mind, it's like, what am I dealing with you for if you can't provide anything? I could do bad by myself. That you gotta understand about Taurus. A Taurus is worried about them. Taurus is in the first quadrant. They're not worried about the world. They're not worried about their part. They're worried about them. What is mine? What do I have? What can I control? That's where a Taurus mind is at. So forget all of that, what you're talking about, all that. No. Okay, at the end of the day, I need to eat. I need my nice car. I got kids I gotta take care of. Like that's where a Taurus is at, and that's where they're gonna come from when they speak to you. So don't get offended when you try to come at them and try to bring all of this quote unquote knowledge that you feel like you spread, and they giving you the duh look. They ain't trying to hear that. I got this. And like I said, once they get it, they're going to stick with it because Taurus is a fixed sign. So once they found a lane and they realize that this is the lane I need to be in, they're going to stick with it. Excuse me. Win, lose, or draw, they're going to stay the course. And this could be where you see Taurus is taking the L. Because sometimes they stay the course too long. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you and I both see this ship going down. Why are you still on it, bruh? Just admit you were wrong. Admit you made the wrong decision and keep it pushing. And that's just not in a Taurus's nature. Like, now that right there, that's when you can start seeing that dark side of Taurus, and you'll start seeing those Scorpio manipulative. Oh, when a Taurus can't find a way. Oh, they gonna make a way. Trust them. If I can't find a way, I'm gonna make a way. And that's when you start seeing those Scorpio traits on the opposite side start to come out of a Taurus, and you'll be like, dang, this right here. But aside from that, a Taurus is going to be a very laid back person. Like I said, they're in their own world. They're worried about what they have to do. And that could be a person that's easy to be around. They ain't bringing their issues into your world. And they just chilling. A Taurus is going to be enjoyable to be around. Like I said, they're ruled by Venus. Taurus is just going to chill, stack their cheese. You know what I mean? When you kick it with a Taurus is going to be the person who, you know what I mean, got the tree, you feel me? They gonna come through, they gonna roll up, they gonna kick back, you feel me? They gonna smoke with you, everything. You know what I mean? Let you talk. A Taurus will let you talk because a Taurus ain't necessarily tripping on sharing their issues. They will sometimes, but a Taurus ain't necessarily tripping off sharing their issues with you. And a Taurus ain't necessarily that friend who's gonna like jump to give you advice. A Taurus can just sit there and listen. Like, Taurus can be good for that, where they can just sit there and listen. Like, they ain't gotta say, damn, you don't have to worry about their input or nothing. They just kicking it. They can just be cool to be around. But people can get that twisted about Taurus because they're so laid back and their demeanor is so chill and they're so cool. They feel like they can push around the Taurus, or they feel like, you know what I mean, they can talk to a Taurus any kind of way, and that's when you'll get the horns. Remember, Taurus is still the bull. Don't get it twisted. I don't care what Venus got. Taurus is still the bull. So come around playing with a Taurus if you want to, and see what happens. The sweetest Taurus, because Tauruses are not mean. Like, Tauruses are sweet, but they are not the ones you want to play with. And it's not gonna be a quick switch either. Like with an Aries, it could be a quick switch. With a Taurus, it's gonna be, they gonna try to chill. They gonna try to let you know. A Taurus gonna try to let you know, like, you stepping on that line. Like, all right, bro, chill. Or a Taurus person, they'll call you like, hey, bro, get off that bull. Like, a Taurus gonna warn. They gonna be reason. They gonna try to be calm. But when a Taurus then decided, you stepping on my line, or you trying to take something that's mine, what? What? You trying to take something from me that I worked hard for, that I put my energy into, that I stuck with? They might not kill you, but cause that's Scorpio. That's more of the Scorpio. But they might make you the whooping they gonna lay on you. They gonna make you wish they had shot you. Like, nigga, you could have just shot me. Yes, sir. Mess with the bull, you get the horns. Straight up. And they gonna try to be calm. That's what's so funny. That's funny about Taurus, the Venus in general, Taurus and Libras. Like, they try to be so calm, and that's what those people are, because they so cool all the time, jokey, laughing. And Taurus ain't necessarily, a Taurus will joke around and laugh and kick it with my people they're cool with, they're close to. They ain't just out with everybody trying to, so you see what I'm saying? They have a little circle. Taurus ain't about the world, like I told you. Taurus have just their family around. You see a Taurus with their cousin all the time or something. Like, Taurus ain't about the other outer world. They really have their own morals. They have their own sets of values, and they're going to stick with that, and they're going to build around that. And there's nothing that you can tell them about that. Now, if they go through it, once they go through a certain amount of things in life, they'll learn to change on their own. But as far as you just changing a Taurus's mind, or you just coming up to a Taurus with your idea and presenting it to them, and them just going with it, or even like investing in it or trying, no, that's just not it. Straight up. And when Tauruses do start their business, like I said, they're going to stick with it, because they're going to do something that incorporates their own personal interests and what's important to them and their personal talents. So therefore, once they get into it, they're able to stick with it. They're able to fight for it. They're able to do all these things because it started with them to begin with. You see what I'm saying? So that's the Taurus energy. So that was part 1, all about Janet's sun in Taurus. We got to see why she's a little, sensitive. Not necessarily sensitive, but why she loves the finer things in life. Why she's a little more laid back. Why she, tries to build that stable foundation around her singing and dancing talents. Got to get into all of that. So, as always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Make sure you kick back with part 2. Come on with it.